What is going on, everybody? We're back with another Million Lords video. And in this video, I'm going to be going over skill points and the best ways to go about using them. So you gain one skill point every time you level up. One skill point per level. And these skill points you can use on various different skills. And the number one skill that I want you guys to focus on will be Fearless. So what Fearless does, it helps your troops survive and attack. The higher the Fearless, the more troops will survive. The maximum amount of Fearless that you can have is 75%. And the reason you want to have your Fearless at 75% is so that you can have more troops for your later levels. Because by having more troops, it will allow you to attack stronger cities, which in turn gives you more XP, allowing you to progress quicker throughout the game. Now, if your Fearless was, let's say, at 10%, then that means that you will be losing 90% of your troops after every attack. And that's not good, because when you get to those higher levels, you're not going to have that much troops, and you won't be able to take higher level cities. You will be forced to attack low level cities, which will give you a lot less XP, and it will make leveling up so much longer. And yeah, that's not good. You'll progress a lot slower than everybody else. You'll end up falling behind, and you just won't have high enough KP. You won't place high, and yeah, you'll get less rewards, and progression throughout the game will be a lot slower. So you want to make sure that you have your Fearless at 75% at all times. Now, when you first start to use your skill points, it won't let you use any on Fearless. You have to put 5 points on Recruiter or 5 points on Striker. And I recommend that you use the 5 points on Striker, because Striker will raise your attack power, which in turn makes it easier for you to take higher level cities. Then after that, you'll use your points to get to your Fearless to 75%. Now, there is gear that gives you Fearless, and eventually you'll have high enough levels gear to where you will automatically have the 75% on just gear alone, and those skill points you can just use somewhere else. But in the beginning, you don't have those gears, unfortunately. So you have to use your skill points here. Each skill point gives you 2% on Fearless. So in my Road to Diamond account, the gear that I have only has 12%. So then I need 63% more to get my Fearless at max. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea what this basic level 33%, but apparently it adds on 33% to Fearless. I don't know what that is, because on my main account it only says 1%. But it says 33% plus the 12% gear puts me at 45%. On top of the 38% on skill points that I use, it puts me at a lot higher than 75%. So it'll put me at 83%, which I am overcapping, and you don't want to overcap, because that's just a waste. The reason I'm overcapping is because when I use those skill points to get me to 38%, I didn't have the 12% gear, and you know, as I played through the game, progressed through the game, I ended up getting the gear that put me at overcap. And I haven't yet reset my skill points to fix that. But anyways, you don't want to overcap, and you don't want to be below 75%. You want to reach to the max 75% as quickly as possible. That way you start losing only 25% of your troops per attack. Now, the next skill that I'm going to go over will be Brave. So Brave is basically just like Fearless, only for defending. Now, if you are the type of person who likes to defend your cities and wall people, then you definitely want to have your Brave at 75%. That way you only lose 25% of your troops anytime you defend a city. But if your playstyle is like how my playstyle is on my Road to Diamond, since I can't really log into this account as much, since I mainly focus on my main account, you know, so I don't wall people as much in this account, so I don't have my Brave at 75%. But if you like to wall people, definitely get your Brave at 75% after you do your Fearless at 75%, because you're going to spend more time attacking people than defending. And to get Brave, to be able to put points on your Brave, you have to put either 5 points on Guardian or 5 points on Recruiter. So if you do plan on getting your Brave at 75%, then I do recommend that your first 5 points go on Recruiter. That way then you can work on getting your Fearless to 75% and then work on getting your Brave to 75%, and you'll save 5 skill points. Because if you put 5 skill points on Striker, then you will be forced to put 5 skill points on either Guardian or Recruiter to be able to start putting points on Brave. So that is the little exception to the rule on your first 5 skill points. If you're gonna go for Brave, put the 5 skill points on Recruiter rather than Striker. Now the third skill that I'm gonna go over will be Striker. So Striker, like I said before, it raises your attack power, which in turn helps you get stronger cities. So that's basically it on that one. Like, you want to have higher attack power because you want to take bigger cities for you to earn more XP. So that's really all the explanation there is for Striker. Now another skill point that I'm gonna go over will be Salvager. So in this game, gold is pretty important as well, because with gold is what you use to upgrade your cities, which increases your troop production and your gold production, and also increases your KP, your kingdom points, which helps you move up in the ranks and place higher at the end of the seasons. So Salvager is really important, since Salvager gives you 2% gold per army that you killed when you're defending. So to get Salvager, you need either 5% on Guardian or 5% on Prosperous before you can put points on Salvager. Salvager is not like Brave or Fearless where it has a cap. It does not have a cap. You can put infinite amount of skill points on Salvager and it will never cap. Now these 2% is good because even if you don't try to defend someone, your city automatically has defense, so it will automatically kill a certain amount of troops from the enemy when they attack you, so you will always get points on your you'll always get gold from your Salvager. So I definitely recommend just getting some points on Salvager. Right now I have 38% on my little Road to Diamond account. Another skill that's very helpful is Cautious. So Cautious will give you a certain percentage back from a city that you lose if you've upgraded that city. To get Cautious, you have to put 10 points on Prosperous before you can start putting points on Cautious. So this skill is really good if you are the type of person that likes to upgrade cities and you just dump all your gold on cities. That way, whenever you lose that city, you will get a good I guess you could say a refund, a percentage refund on the amount that you spent on that city, which adds up. Especially if you upgrade a city from level 1 to like level 80, you're gonna get a good chunk back if you were to lose that city. The maximum amount percentage that you can have on cautious is 50%, so you'll get 50% back of what you spent on that city, which is really good and it helps out a lot. But then again, if you don't generate enough gold to be able to upgrade cities, then I don't recommend you get cautious. I do recommend you get salvager instead. Those are the 5 skills that I do recommend you spending skill points on. Fearless, always 75, always. Brave, 75 if you wall a lot, definitely. And then striker to raise your attack power, to help you take cities easier, especially higher level cities. For gold, salvager, and if you upgrade a lot of cities, you're consistently always upgrading, then definitely get cautious. As for the rest, I don't really recommend, at least not beginners anyways, to really put points on, unless if you have to, like, you know, you have to get 5 on striker before you can get fearless, you know, if you're forced to, like that. But to just spend it, just to spend it, I don't really recommend it too much, especially for beginners. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope this video helped you guys, and yeah, I hope you all have a good one. Peace.